Hey, this is Notser, and today we're taking a look at a Kleber game that I had in rank, and it was an awesome game. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I can guarantee you have not seen this that frequently. So the matchup, 3 battleships, 2 cruisers, 2 DDs. You'll notice that Citizen is in a Petro. Citizen is a well-established 07 player. He streams, he's a good player. So I'm going to be very cautious around him, knowing that he can actually do his job very well. But we will have a chance to tango. Now, the build is the same equipment as I've used previously. Have not made a single change there. Main armament, extended duration speed boost. We go with faster turret traverse, faster rudder shift, concealment, and then gun range. Yes, gun range in slot 6. For the commander, I don't really know what the skills are called, but we've got preventative maintenance. I don't know if I have incoming fire alert in this build, but I recommend you do that for dodging. All the other, survivability expert, last stand, concealment, relocation, these are skills that allow for any DD to be an assassin, because it conceals your position while also enhancing your ability to do damage to them and survive. So I didn't see any reason to change. No, I'm not going to go for, what's the new skill? Top grade gunner or fearless brawler. Yes, fearless brawler. Why not fearless brawler? Honestly, I'm commander skill starved. I just don't have enough points for everything that's really desirable. I play much more 50-50, at least I try to. So going all in on guns is, it's a good idea if you want to go all in on guns. But I'm not doing that. I'm trying to do everything good enough that it has an impact in the moment. Now, A point is the enemies. The DD was there, superior concealment, and also in smoke. And that's okay. You don't have to immediately go into A and camp there. Why would I not want to do that? Oh, because it allows the enemy to converge on your position. It doesn't give you an avenue of escape. That's probably a good reason. And that's what I felt like. My goal here is merely keep a player spotted, maybe expect the enemy DD to pull back, and then I can go in and capture A safely. You would be surprised how many times this exact strategy works. And since this is rank, we don't want to make any, we don't want to make any over calculated plays where we run into a bad situation. So we're approaching cautiously, knowing full well that Alexander Nevsky most likely is going to activate radar because we are within. Oh, it doesn't need radar because the Somers is going to camp right up against the island. Don't understand the strat here, but we are going to take a little bit of. Whew, that was close. Those shells were right over our head. We're going to take a little bit of fire initially, and I want to move outside of the 2 kilometer because I'm not really sure what we have. We have this DD, Alexander, and Conqueror. Conqueror fired at us, but we broke our momentum. We didn't go where he thought we were going, and the shell flew harmlessly past us. Just gave us potential damage. I love the active maneuvering, and he's here again. I did not expect him to stay or to be aggressive in spotting. He clearly feels like he has enough support that he can do that, so I'm going to try and work against that. Now, my teammate finds a perfect little area where he can fire on him. Unfortunately, he can be fired on too. I'm going to try and support any way possible, but we do have another target incoming, the enemy Vermont. Slow, sluggish, never going to catch up. We're literally like twice as fast as this guy. But if we ignore him, he can hurt us. Now we are under radar. Enemy Petro is on the other side of the map, taking tons of damage from my team. This is probably Alexander Nevsky. And all I want to do is just work my way back and forth until I know that it's gone, so that I'm not risking too much. Again, we're still in a position where it's still really early, and ooh, it's going to hurt bad. Huge misplay, way too aggressive, but it's happened, can't take it back, so instead, let's kill the Somers, because the Somers thinks he can kill us. Not quite adequate enough Somers. Worked out beautifully. He pops his own smoke. he sort of sabotages his teammate by blocking line of sight, although we did have the island there that would have dropped it. Clearly the Vermont is pressing. So the best thing that I can do as a Kleber is pull back. I did make a huge mistake by obviously assuming that he wouldn't be this aggressive. Never make an assumption. Otherwise, you know what they say about assumptions. Yeah. We got an enemy. He openly fires in smoke. That's okay. I can see him, and I can fire for free. Now, it does look like it's not quite going to reach him. Oh, just barely missed out on those torpedoes. Would have been nice. I'm paying close attention to him crossing the smoke threshold, and he drops off detection. And he's right on the edge, just barely on the edge of detecting us. But that's the key word. He's just barely on the edge. So one of the ways as an assassin Kleber, you can operate just on the edge, and especially as he's pushing forward, you can actually even operate even further back. I can easily send these torpedoes and maintain perfect distance from the target because of my speed. And we send our set on our port side. Our starboard side is nearly ready, and we're just sending right at his position. He's not changing his position. He's not changing his angle. We're just verifying that, yeah, those torpedoes, they seem to be on target. And we get 2 torpedoes right on him. 1 flood. Don't know how we missed the flood on the back. The follow-up torpedo. We get 2 more torpedoes, right? 2 more torpedoes. We do get a little bit too close. 100 meters. And I pull back. Don't open fire. I think the torpedoes, yep, the torpedoes will be the death of the Vermont. And the Vermont, he thought he had us. We actually had you, buddy. So, we bring it back equal. The enemy team does have 2 bases to our 1. But we do know that there's no more DDs left in this game. The enemy DD, the lone survivor, got wiped out. So I can potentially be a little bit more aggressive. 3 of the 4 enemy ships are spotted. I don't know where this Conqueror is, but I do have an assumption. I assume that the Conqueror is obviously closer than the next closest target. He's firing somewhere behind the island because we do see shells. I don't know exactly. I just know that radio location is pointing at him and no one else. So as we approach, we can capture the base. Cool. Conqueror is not too close. This is a great position to fire on targets and not be spotted. We just need to find one that is not in direct line of sight. So I figure pay close attention. We have Alexander Nevsky coming this way. He looked like he wanted to come this way, so I was prepared to use my torpedoes. Because he's aggressively pushing, I'm just going to try and overwhelm him with my teammates, hoping that I can keep the island in between his shot long enough that I can capture the base. I know we're being a little aggressive with our health. This is very low, and there are 3 enemy ships very close to us. But I feel pretty confident that because I have the speed and the concealment advantage, I can be aggressive. And, don't see that every day. Enemy Conqueror seemingly is moving towards us. So, yeah, last known position just south of A. I'm considering my options. Obviously, I could open fire, be detected by these guys, probably return fire. The Petro citizen, he's taking fire, as we're hopefully contributing to keeping them spotted. But I just... Oh, yeah, yep. I just had a bad feeling about this Conqueror because he wasn't firing. So if he wasn't firing, it's not because he doesn't have a target. Because let's be real, he has a target. It's because he wants to get a target. And who's the target left? Me. So I figured the best thing that I can do is keep radio location pointing through an island. That way the island at least will block line of sight, and we're going to gain as much distance as we can. The goal here is to get our detection out to that island edge. And, ooh, he's being aggressive. You know, you got to be careful when you're being aggressive, because you might take a couple torpedoes. Now, that's 2 torpedoes right there. Feels pretty good. Are we going to get 1 more? Looks like 1 on the nose. Yeah. Oh, man, this guy. The torpedoes are going right where he's turning. It's going to go right on his nose, and it's probably going to cause a flood because it has been long enough. Yeah. it also contributes to keeping him spotted. So now I could easily decide, do I want to transition to max range gunfire, or do I want to just keep him spotted so my teammates can fire on him? Teammates do a good job, and he is flooding, but man, I'm just like, we are behind. We don't want to risk it. But as soon as he fired his gun, I went for it because I have 20 seconds to kill him. More than enough time. And the location's good, plus he's flooding out. Yeah, nice. And just like that, we pretty much equalized this game. There's 2 enemy ships left on the east side of the map. I have concerns that maybe they can make a play and win the game. Friendly GK is pretty healthy. And I'm sure Citizen and the enemy Reds, they probably were like, man, we got this in the bag, guys. Why were there so many battleships interested in rushing forward? I have no idea. And I'm just trying to overwhelm the Petro here. This is a great opportunity to overwhelm him because he's fighting multiple enemies, and I'm not his primary target. I'm actually far back. So if he wants to fire on us, we have plenty of time to maneuver, but our shell location's just right where we should be able to knock him out easily. Yeah, nice. Cause a flood. And that is the 4th kill of the match, with 1 enemy Burgon left. But GK has taken a lot of damage, and the Burgon is actually converging on a friendly on the east side, so there's a real concern that we're not done yet. So I'm trying to rush over here as quick as possible, knowing full well that this was already an amazing game. You know, this is just icing on the cake. I'm hoping for a Kraken, but I'm not going to be greedy. All we have to do is head towards the objective, capture it, take away all hope of the enemy team winning, and then playing safely around islands. This friendly DD, he's very, very, very annoying for the enemy battleship, but he is low. The battleship clearly wants to kill him. Also the GK. He's doing a good job using his main battery reload. He actually knocks out the GK. And this GK that had like 75,000 or 75% of his life, he's dead. You know. And then we have this DD who could very easily make a misplay. I want to rush over here quickly to try and spot the battleship so he doesn't make a misplay. I feel like this is the best opportunity to get the most value out of the speed boost, both in capturing the base and also spotting the Burgon. And you can see the Burgon, well, radio location has sort of pointed north. So maybe the Burgon turned north to reposition himself. He might even be behind this island. And if I can converge with my teammate, at least being in the same area, we can take advantage of very good situations just like this, where the teammate is actually spotting the enemy, and the enemy can't see me. So this is a free shot while capturing the base. You need to try and notice these moments when you have free value. That doesn't happen as frequently as we would all like, of course. And it might add up. You know, 2, 3, 4,000 here or there. All of a sudden, it's 15,000, 20,000. The target's dead, right? So we capture the base. We are not openly firing. We are just a little too low, and this game is still not 100% locked down for me to feel that comfortable doing that. And the Burgon is doing a great job of maneuvering left, maneuvering right. He's throwing off every torpedo send that I try, or friendly does, expecting him to continually push towards us. I'm rushing for this island right in front of me. You can clearly see my cursor's looking at it. I'm rushing to this island, hoping that the DD will spot the Burgon, and I can fire from just behind. We do have 2 more main battery reload, and I did swap to AP, expecting that the Burgon would allow me to shoot his broadside. And just as we get in cover, we open fire. He is angling a little bit towards us. I'm hoping that my torpedoes will actually hit him. Oh, is this gonna clip him? Oh, we did clip him. Oh, and it's another one right on target, man. Enemy Burgon knocked out, Kraken unleashed, obtained. And that was awesome. I love this game. I loved it so much that clearly I wanted to share with all you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like it. If you didn't, dislike it. Leave in the comments what you think. If you would like to see more videos, you can use recent or most relevant. You can also choose to subscribe to my channel. We do World of Warship videos. I stream at twitch.tv/Notser. My North American recruit invite is on the screen. You can take advantage of that. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.